Section 3, doing questions 1 to 5 on the Math No Calculator section. Let's see, question number 1. A painter will paint n walls with the same size and shape in a building using a specific brand of paint. The painter's fee can be calculated by the expression NKLH, all multiplied together, where n is the number of walls, k is a constant with units of dollars per square foot, L is the length of each wall in feet, and h is the height of each wall in feet. So the paragraph here clarifies what each variable means. Now let's see what the question asks. If the customer asks the painter to use a more expensive brand of paint, which of the factors in the expression would change? And when it says factors, it's referring to the variables. Is it N, K, L, or H? Well, we know that N has to do with something to do with the number of walls. So it's not N because that's not changing. We know K is a constant with units of dollars per square foot. That looks like it could do something with paint. So K, we'll circle that for now. We'll see if we need to change it later. L is the length of each wall in feet. L has to do something with the wall again. The length this time. So it can't be that because the length of the wall is not changing. And H is the height of each wall in feet. That's the wall's height. And that's not changing either. So it has to be K. Okay, question number 2. If 3r equals 18, what is the value of 6r plus 3? Okay, this is simply, we just have to figure out what r is. So r is equal to 18 divided by 3, which is equal to 6. Plug 6 into 6r plus 3, so 6 times 6 plus 3 equals to 36 plus 3, which is equal to 39. Simple. Oh, whoopsie, my bad. Okay. Which of the following is equal to a to the power of 2/3 for all values of a? So this one requires some prerequisite knowledge. So we have to know that, first of all, this could be expanded a little bit to make it easier for us. So we know that a to the power of 2/3 is the same as a to the power of 2 to the power of 1/3. Or you could also say that it's also equal to a to the power of 1/3 to the power of 2. It doesn't matter. All we have to know is that when you say to the power of 1/3 or to the power of any fraction, that actually means it's in a root. So a to the power of 1/3 would mean that it's in a cube root. And it says a squared, so there would be a square inside. So a squared cube rooted matches answer D. Okay, here, let's see this one. The number of states that joined the United States between 1776 and 1849 is twice the number of states that joined the 1850 and 1900s. If 30 states joined the United States between 1776 and 1849 and X states joined between 1850 and 1900, which of the following equations is true? So this is a case of understanding the way they use words to describe math in these math questions. So we know that between 1776 and 1849, there's 30 states. So that's the constant. And we have to express the number of states with X between 1776 and 1849. And we know that 30 is twice the number of that number, so we know that it's 2x. 30 is twice the number of states in the United States between 1776 and 1849. And we know that they use the variable x to describe the number of states there. So 30 equals to 2x. Oops. Okay, last question. If 5 over x is equal to 15 over x plus 20, what is the value of x over 5? So we actually have to solve for x here. So first thing we would that comes to the eye is we can cross multiply to simplify this whole equation. So we know that 15x is equal to 5 times x plus 20. We can expand the right side. 15x is equal to 5x plus 100. See? And we can move this here by subtracting. So 10x is equal to 100. So we know that x is equal to 10. Now, hold up there. We know 10 is an answer choice. And this is a mistake that happens often. They usually, not usually, but sometimes they will not ask for the variable itself. They might ask you to manipulate it a little bit before you answer. So don't fall for the trap of just putting in 10 just because x is equal to 10. We're asked to find what's x divided by 5. So what's x divided by 5? Well, 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. So C is the answer.